Back, everybody. First of all, we had George St. Pierre versus Jake Shields. Hominick versus Jose Aldo. 55,000 tickets sold for this Saturday night. And don't forget this either. The time changes. We're an hour early this week. An hour earlier. The pay-per-view is an hour earlier than it has been. That's good for the East Coast. So today's Tuesday. I literally am leaving in minutes to go to Toronto. Seriously, I won't say I never have, but it's been a long time since I've been this excited to go to a fight. It's going to be a crazy weekend. So I've got some stuff that I'll show you that happened over the last couple of weeks. A little bit of Strikeforce, a little bit of goofy shit here in the office. Fight week, blog week. So obviously, the big fight this week, GSP versus Jake Shields. And I want to get predictions from the Iceman. Who do you like, GSP or Jake Shields? Not that you're not biased or anything.
I might be a little biased, but I got Shields winning it, and I've been taking a lot of heat for it from the Canadian fans. Thanks, guys. keep sending it around. He's gonna
how do you think he wins? Submission?
Submission. I mean, he's gonna have to. He's got awkward takedowns. It's gonna be hard for. It's hard for. He's gonna have to get him down to take him down to beat him. But he's gonna. I mean, he's got awkward takedowns and some. He gets some.
What do you mean? His takedowns are awkward to defend?
They're awkward to defend. He does things a little different. And gets away with some different stuff that, you know.
That's it. People don't realize. You know, a lot of people didn't see the fight, but he dominated Dan Henderson. First of all, Dan Henderson knocks people out. He's got great punching power. He took his shots and then dominated him with wrestling. So this is a tougher fight for GSP than you know many people realize.
No one's. I think it's funny. No one's giving him a shot. I think
GSP is. Yeah. GSP is taking this fight very serious.
Like I said, he's going to show up in shape. Jake will show up in shape, and I think he's going to win.
There you go. The Iceman's biased opinion on the fight. Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
Chuck, look what I did. I'm having all the girls pen these up on my hands. Could you pen this up somewhere?
Yeah.
Thank you. Could you pen this up somewhere in your office? Hi, could you do me a favor? Could you just pen this up somewhere in your office? Could you pen this up somewhere in your office? Appreciate it. Could you pin this up somewhere in your office, please? Of course. Thank you. Could you pin this up somewhere in your office for me, please? Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Guy.
He's gonna kill himself. I think goes, where is he? I go, he's at the therapist. He goes, he's gonna need a different kind of therapist when he gets back.
They're everywhere.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
That's bad. See what happens around here? Chuck? You do your favor here, Jim, and we'll take this down for you. You know what, though? Well, extra view. It's a fire hazard. There's about 50 million more around here. And Tara shouldn't. This is tomfoolery is what this is. That one's inside. That's great. But it's on the wrong, so I'll put it on the right spot.
You guys get sweated to take yours down?
No, he took it down. He didn't give us a choice.
No, he's got a lot of taking down to do. He's got a lot of work to do. I don't think his tired back can take down the amount of hump pitchers that are out there.
Son of a bitch.
They're an In-N-Out burger.
Worst day of my career.
Okay, I was hoping he wouldn't say life. There had to be a worse day than this. So as you guys know, here at the UFC, we're always busy. We're slammed on our, like literally 365 days a year. Even when it's Christmas, we're busy and there's stuff going on. You go, you spend time with your family, but you know, we got to do what we got to do around here. So our CFO, this last week and the next few weeks that are coming up are probably the busiest in company's history, okay? And so Monday, all these big meetings start and we're looking for our CFO, our Chief Financial Officer. When you're doing these deals, it's very important to have this guy around when you're doing deals. Nobody can find him. So we go to the secretary and she's like, you guys didn't know? No, where is he? He's learning how to race Porsches in North Carolina. What? Yeah, he took off for a week to go learn how to race Porsches in North Carolina. Are you fucking shitting me right now? Well, that sounds like some very important things, you know. Listen, if he said, listen, I need to take my family away, I need some time with my family, I haven't seen my kids, I haven't this, that, no problem. Going to learn how to race a fucking Porsche in North Carolina is a whole different story. So since he's been gone, we cleaned his office out, took everything out of his office, desk, cabinets that were screwed into the wall, all his furniture, everything's gone. And since this guy is such a little race fan and, you know, wants to be a racer, little Ricky Bobby, we changed his office for him and gave him a new look. That's more his speed. So this is our CFO, John Mulkey's new office. Just to give you guys some scale here. Lovely little seating area for his meetings when he has people come in from, you know, out of town or, you know, meetings in town. In case too many people show up, we've got some extra bean bags here for him that they can throw around and people can sit there too. Now, if he's working in his car bed, okay, and he has people around, he can have them sit around his desk here. In case some extra people show up, there's other seating here, and don't forget we have the bean bags. He can race his scooter over to the kitchen, grab some Diet Coke, he likes the Diet Coke, show off all his, you know, now that he's a big race car driver, he can show off all his famous pictures. That's when he was sponsored by M&M's. And that was when he won the Ford Cup. Yeah, it was actually him in the movie. Yeah, that was when he won another trophy. That's what happens when you do dumb shit here at the UFC. This was in his office. He's so good at driving it too. I think he went to school for it.
You put it in there, not me.
I didn't put it in there. He's not a professional driver like you. He'll crash it. So I just landed in San Diego, California. We're here for the event. Paul Daly versus Nick Diaz.
He's amazing.
You were coming, you said to come by, huh?
How you been? What's up, man?
Great.
How are you?
Good, great. Thanks for having me.
me.
Kick some ass, and I'm ready to... Yeah, I got my weight on this time. I'm stupid. I'm ready, man. I'm glad to be aboard. This is the next lightweight camp right here.
How long you been?
I got here yesterday. I didn't want to be here long because, you know, I'm a train.
Yeah, where are you up? Where are you training at?
I just trained with Phil Davis last night, and then back to training. Basically, 2 days. Thanks, brother.
Sign that stuff for me.
Did you get implants?
That's a good retaliation.
Yeah. Make him turn sideways, but he's still just as fat. It was a good night. I'm a Strikeforce fan.